The Russian commanders planned a massive assault, not with just 1 or 2 tanks or vehicles, but this time with more than 20 vehicles, including their latest T-90 tanks, APCs, and BMPs, but they were not going all at once. August 7, 2025, they first sent an MTLB. A Ukrainian soldier quickly spotted it and quickly informed this to the drone operators. Russian commanders wanted to check the availability and strength of Ukrainian soldiers and drone operators in that area. So they sent an MTLB first. The Ukrainian UAV operators quickly began to prepare FPV drones. They knew that one APC would never come alone to attack their position. It must be part of an entire brigade, and they were right. But first, they had to deal with this MTLB. They launched FPV drones to attack one after another. The drones struck it. But this vehicle was heavily protected by a metal shield, which saved it from major damage. After facing multiple strikes, it finally stopped. Then, one after another, more drones hit it. It took more than 22 drones to finally destroy this vehicle, showing how strong its protection was. For comparison, many Russian tanks take only one shot to detonate the ammunition inside, and the entire tank is gone. The Russians were watching the entire scene, and now they sent a second wave of vehicles. This time, they sent 3 vehicles, including 2 tanks and 1 armored personnel carrier. The first tank moved fast through the village, followed by the APC, but then it hit mine. The second tank stopped to help, but drones hovering above quickly started to strike them. On the other side, the APC kept moving forward until a drone hit it from the front. Soldiers quickly left the APC and tried to hide nearby cover. The soldiers who escaped from the earlier attack are now in open terrain, trying to hide in the tree line, but they are taken down by FPV drone operators, one by one. Using thermal scanning, the drone operators can easily spot their positions. Some soldiers tried to flee on foot across the open terrain, but they were also knocked down. They planned another assault. This time, they sent 14 more soldiers on quad bikes, not in APCs, but on quad bikes. Seeing more soldiers coming, the UAV operators also deployed more drones. Ukrainian soldiers used cluster munitions against them. One by one, the soldiers were taken down. This attack also ended in failure. The Russian commander launched the 4th wave of attack, but this time sending 1 APC and 2 tanks. The leading tank hit a mine, but kept moving. Then drones attacked the APC. Seeing this, the Russians quickly parked their tank near a tree line, left it, and tried to hide there. But drones locked onto the target and launched multiple direct strikes. The tank exploded, and this attack also ended in complete failure. After this wave of attacks, Ukrainian soldiers quickly began to prepare for a larger operation. This time, they knew the Russians were not done yet. So they gathered and armed hundreds of drones, ready for the strike. Soon, the Ukrainian brigade finally discovered the exact position of the Russian convoy hiding in the area. The location of the remaining tanks, BMPs, and APCs was spotted, and the order was given to attack. In just moments, a swarm of drones filled the sky, moving toward the convoy. The Russians tried to escape in panic, with tanks and vehicles speeding in different directions. But it was already too late. One after another, drones struck their targets, causing massive explosions. After countless hits, fire and smoke covered the area. The entire column was wiped out, leaving behind nothing but destroyed vehicles and burning wreckage. This attack ended in a complete disaster for the Russian convoy. Hidden in position, 2 Ukrainian tanks lie in wait. Overhead, a drone guides their every move, watching as Russian armor slowly enters the kill zone. The moment the enemy crosses the line of fire, the ambush begins. The first shell roars out, slamming into its target. Then comes the third shot, and with it, the Russian tank is engulfed in flames. Metal burns, smoke rises, and the battlefield erupts in chaos. Amid the destruction, one Russian crewman manages to escape, running from the inferno, but the fight is far from over. Another Russian tank pushes forward, unaware it is being tracked the entire time. The Ukrainians hold their fire, waiting for the perfect opportunity. When it finally comes, the shot is delivered with precision. The target is struck, and the Russians are left with no chance of recovery. Another tank reduced to wreckage. In desperation, the enemy tries to retaliate. An anti-tank guided missile is launched, but it misses its mark. In slow motion, we can see it strike the ground harmlessly, failing to stop the Ukrainian advance. The Russian ATGM team fires again. The missile streaks through the air, but slams directly into a tree trunk, exploding uselessly. A second team joins the fight and launches their own strike. Another miss. Despite the repeated attempts, the Ukrainian tank remains unharmed. Having endured the barrage, it slowly begins to pull back from the area, leaving the Russian efforts wasted. Remember the soldiers who abandoned their vehicles and tried to run to save their lives. Those soldiers were later found hiding in an open drain. Some soldiers tried to hide under a tree, but a drone strike followed right after. A few of them were knocked down, but some managed to escape and ran toward a nearby abandoned village. The village was already destroyed, but they tried to use the rubble as cover. One Russian soldier was spotted sitting inside a ruined house. A drone quickly locked onto his position and launched a direct hit, destroying it completely. Still, some soldiers managed to flee that point. Moments later, a reconnaissance drone spotted a group of 2 more Russian soldiers hiding among the collapsed houses. An FPV drone operator quickly located their exact position and launched a strike. Causing the entire structure to collapse. Both soldiers inside were completely neutralized. A massive column of Russian armor is on the move. Tanks and APCs, dozens of vehicles pushing forward together. Ukrainian artillery opens up, pounding the road ahead, but the enemy keeps advancing despite the explosions around them. That's when Ukrainian tank crews take on a dangerous mission. One of their tanks moves into position with remarkable skill. using the cover of a building to stay hidden while keeping control over a key stretch of the road. The first shot is fired. It misses. The crew reloads quickly. The second shell finds its mark. A Russian APC is struck and soon bursts into flames, yet the rest of the column continues forward. The moment it enters the kill zone, the tank unleashes another round. A near miss, but the pressure is mounting. Then, one of the Russian tanks is hit and disabled, under fire. The column pushes on, but not without losses. Several armored vehicles are already burning on the roadside, evidence of the deadly ambush. Yet another operational plan, another assault. This time, the Russians sent T-72 tanks, an older T-62, and 3 more APCs. As they advanced, the first tank hit a mine. Right after that, another tank was struck directly by a drone. The second tank also rolled onto a mine, leaving it stuck in the open field. Now, it was an easy target. A drone locked onto the target and struck from above, then hit again from the front, causing a massive explosion. Moments later, one by one, the remaining tanks were knocked out. Then, a drone targeted the APC from behind and scored a direct hit.